Hello YouTube, TKE here. It's like 9:15 at night. I had an interesting day, but I'm not going to tell you about it, because I'm waiting on a call from somebody, and I'll tell them about it. You guys don't deserve it. I literally have, like, time to kill. I'm going to commit time aside, temporal aside, I don't know. There you go, Benjamin. First things first. For a random video, I don't know if you guys ever like the videos where I don't do anything but talking to the camera, but that's what I'm gonna do because I'm bored, I guess. First things first is we have to keep playing this game over and over and over again. You have like these people who think that they're like, I'm unsubscribing and I'm angry because you didn't do what I said. I mean, and I think Playable Movies Jones, that I was way off base for suggesting that my channel is my own, that I own my own intellectual property, and that I am me. And that I can do whatever I want, including be nasty to people who are just bugging me. I mean, crazy much? How many times we gotta dance this dance? If all you people hate me so much, unsubscribe now and leave me alone, and I can get off of YouTube and just get back to my life, or, whatever. That was kinda, what was going on, and for some reason, I was trying to respond to that, but YouTube was acting so glitchy yesterday, I was gonna freak out and kill somebody. I was going to talk about something. I was just thinking about it. I think one of my favorite videos was that video about some girl talking. She was a very attractive woman, and she was talking about being overweight or something like that. And she had like social, what's the word, commentary about fat people. And I figured I might as well do a video where I talk about fat people. I don't know why. I mean, it's like a really lame gay topic. If it is, yell at me, because even I had like some reservations about doing this one, but. Whatever. Anyway, I used to be, 5'7". You probably can't tell, but I'm not a very tall guy. Most of you out there are actually taller than me. Maybe. Depends on how tall you are. Get shorter. No, I don't know. I really don't care about being short. That's one thing, is, again, this whole video is going to be just chock full of reasons why I hate the vanity of America. Is like, one, I was watching the news once, and they were like, and good news, this year Americans are taller. We were like, again, we set another record for being tallest, and I'm like, that's good news? Like, why is that good news? It's like, come on, the good news, America has lost a whole bunch of black people. Like, good news, we're whiter than ever. Like, that's bad. Judging someone on the color of their skin is bad. Don't do it. But judging someone on the shape of their skin, that's much better. Somehow. So not that tall. I think when I was, first of all, I was born like a skinny little mofo. I was like deathly ill skinny, like, all my young adult life. Like, people thought that I was like, what's the word, anorexic or whatever. I really was. You could, like, see ribs sticking out and stuff like that. And, I ate, like, anything I wanted. Don't you miss those days? Then I got into puberty, and there I had, I kept eating the same, and, of course, my metabolism, that thing, the speed at which I, respirate and all that crap, I don't know what the official definition of metabolism is, but you know what it is, slowed down, and so I got fat. Fat, yeah, I think I told you about this, yeah, you've probably seen a picture of me. I could probably show a picture of you before I lost the weight, but I won't, because you people made me angry. You have enraged me. No. So basically, I was a big guy, and I'm not, ashamed to say that, because, again, one thing I have to make clear, and this is what I want to say, is, one, and here's another, like, retarded idea, like, living in America. Here's where the retards come in. We act as though fat people are the non-normals, and skinny people are normal. And I'm like, it's the other way around. See, humans naturally have built-in mechanisms through something we call evolution. Evolution has taught us that people have built-in mechanisms to, like, people say we love the scent of french fries. It's true. Humans naturally love the smell of boiling fats. Want to know why? Because when we were, a bunch of tribal cave people living in Africa, we, genetically learned over time, high fatty foods will give me more energy and I will be less likely to die or starve to death. So, over time, the, genetics that link to being able to see fat and smell fat and like fatty foods and stuff that'll, give us energy, so humans were actually built genetically to absorb fat around their bodies to survive. It offers a lot of survival benefits. It's another thing is like, I watch Lost a lot. God, if you people watch Lost, go kill yourselves now. You know it's not going to get any better. We're all going to have to storm J.J. Abrams' office and murder him. What is this thing? I do not know. I'm playing with it. But anyway, there's like a character on Lost, and he's on like the desert island. He decides like, I'm gonna lose weight. Yes, another American program about like losing weight and changing yourself to fit their needs. And I wanted to kill myself when I saw that, because I'm thinking, how bloody stupid are the people in America that we think it's logical that you'd be on a desert island and you'd want to lose weight. It's a survival scenario. This would be the perfect place to be fat. Out in the wild, the native Africans don't get fat. Well, okay, maybe some do, like in their African cities. I actually don't know that much about Africa. I don't know, like, where, if, like, the Zulu tribe is very advanced, if they have internet there. They probably have some, but I don't know. But, like, you know, if you're living out in New Guinea and you're, you know, part of the Wacky tribe, you're probably not fat because you're used to hunting down your, you know, prey and eating it, and, you know, it's a very, very, very normal human. That's how humans naturally are in the wild. But mankind went to Europe, and we started, you know, what's the word, domesticating, if you will, domesticating ourselves, and then we come to America, and in America we have, like, these demented foods. Here's what it comes down to is, fat people aren't the unnormal ones. Fat people originally we have the original genetics that were handed down to us from the Adam and Eve tribe. That's a whole other argument. Yes, there are scientists, not etymologists, anthropologists, who think that they have found the original founding tribe of humanity, like, you know, perhaps the first evolved humans that were very human-like. They found a tribe very similar to that in Africa. And you know, the fat people have the genetics that are normal. It's the skinny people that aren't normal. In this reason that we are introduced to this new environment from whatever, I guess maybe it started in 1900s when we started having a food surplus where you could eat and eat and eat and eat, and that's in your mind to eat, that's in your genetics to want to eat a lot so you can survive, but of course you get fat because of it, which is a weird side effect. Everyone who gets fat, you're normal. If you're fat, you're pretty much normal. If you're skinny, you are an adaptation to the new environment, which, you're an adaptation in the new environment. You know, maybe, you know, some people, those people who before would be more inclined to die in the cold, by drowning because they're not buoyant, by freezing to death, by starving to death, you know, those people are now more adapt because they're living in a high-calorie environment. And don't you think it's queer, like all the weird people that I work with, does anyone think it's odd that they can just eat and eat and eat and eat? Or I used to work with them in the, you know, room. They would... I'm stuttering because you don't know what the room is. It's one of the rooms that I work in. I'm wasting time, I know. This is going to be a crazy-ass video. They can eat and eat and eat, and they talk to me about how they just eat hamburgers and pizza and stuff like that, and they didn't gain any weight, and I'm like, yeah, so in the wild, you would die. I can live off of, like, stones. I could probably eat stones and gain weight, God knows. Anyway, so I lost all the weight, and not all the weight, yeah, all the weight, actually. I actually became underweight. I had to gain some of the weight back. Go figure. Which, by the way, left me with... The way that I did it, actually, wasn't very good. It left me with some bodily scars, not visible, but, I had some digestion problems. Don't even want to get into that. Like, when you can actually hear yourself digesting at night, like, you just lay down in bed and all you can hear, it's so loud you can't go to sleep. It's like your body going... And, of course, it gets really fun when you're at work and you've been, like, starving yourself and you haven't eaten in, like, 48 hours, and you chug a bottle of water because you're thirsty. I'm thirsty as hell right now, and your body feels like rejecting it. I've actually chugged water and thrown it right back up in the sink just because your body's like, no, food, please. And, of course, what was the other thing? Oh, I had such a hard time adjusting to the cold. This last summer was, like, the most awesome summer ever. This last one, not this one coming up, but because I was, like, I had dropped all the weight, and, like, people were like, oh, it's so hot out here. I'm like... it's my, like, own little oven of warmth. And then when it dropped down to about 60 degrees in the fall, I swear to God, I was freezing. People would see me chattering my teeth. I'm, like, bundling up in a coat going, it's so cold in, like, the 60-degree weather. What else was I going to say? So, basically, I don't really believe that skinny people are considered attractive in our society because that's natural. I really don't believe that. And I have reasons for believing that. Again, I believe in a fascist America which does not accept people that doesn't, you know, we're painting a picture of Aryanism that we expect all people to measure up to, rich, white, Barbie, and Ken figures. And though that's just my opinion, I'm sure no one agrees with me. You know, in China, ever since the introduction of I saw a news report on this. In China, ever since the introduction of more Americanized culture, the women there have gotten in their head that white is beautiful, and they are dyeing their flesh white. And they are getting surgeries to put steel rods in their legs to appear taller. Yeah, that's some Bioshock shit.